Hello everyone and welcome back to the Jake Monroe Show, where today we're going to be delving back into Goth over on TikTok. But before we get there, I'd just like to remind all of you that if you'd like to get early access to these videos, with all the swear words still intact, as well as a couple of extra minutes at the end, they are extended, then you can click down below, follow the link to Patreon, or you can click join to become an official member of the channel. And you can get all these perks for the low price of £5. But if you're not looking to part with that kind of money, and you just want your name at the end of the videos, you can also do that as well, for simply $1. You know, I'm actually genuinely hoping we come across something cool this time. I kind of went off on Instagram Goth recently. Maybe this time I'm gonna be a little more lenient, maybe a little bit nicer. Let's see. Probably not. Probably not. See, what I don't understand is, why is the lip syncing never good? We're off to a good start here. Why is the lip syncing never good? You can do as many takes as you like. And it's and you can even slow the music down, I believe. And it's kind of like the only thing you do on this platform, right? It's like the lip syncing, because quite frankly, most of these people have nothing else to offer. So why is the lip syncing bad?
Don't flirt with him.
I'm not going to... Hell.
Ladies, behave yourselves, okay? Well, that's actually quite cool. She's out and about. She's out and about with a camera, filming herself. Fantastic. Unapologetically Goth in public. That's actually quite unique. We've not actually seen one of these yet. Girl, you got a filter on your face. Why? Let me play that back again. Oh, because I was too busy trying to figure out which city she's in. Let me look at her face. She's got a filter on her face. It's changing what her face looks. Do you remember when people used to absolutely trash you for that shit? Do you remember that? Like, what was the name of that grifter? What was her name? It was like Dakota Rose or something like that. And there was a Russian chick as well, like Anastasia, who was friends with the Russian Barbie, who's not famous anymore, and we all know why. She lost her mind, by the way. But there was like this era on Tumblr, on social media in general, where there were these female internet celebrities who were famous because of how absolutely insane they looked, right? Tiny noses, cinched, small, snatched ass waist, crazy long legs, huge eyes, and it's like, oh my god, can you believe someone looks like this? But it was all a lie. These chicks were lying, and they were photoshopping the hell out of their photos. The hell out of these photos. And I remember there was this one really embarrassing moment. I can't remember her name. Was it Dakota Rose? I can't remember. But she got so famous for looking like a real life doll that she was brought onto a Japanese TV show to be interviewed. And she looks nothing like the photos that she had been cooking. And it was super embarrassing. And like the host was just like, and like stills and screenshots and footage from this interview was leaked, was like put all over the internet, and people were just like, we knew it. She doesn't actually look like this. Same with the Russian Barbie girl, the Russian Barbie doll girl. And there was another one as well, I think called Anastasia. They were the same. Just chicks faking their shit to look more beautiful than they actually look. In fact, that's not even beautiful to anyone. It's just f***ing weird. You think men have unrealistic body standards for women? This is what women do whenever they're in control of what they want to look like. But don't worry, ladies. I'm not just coming for you this time. I'm coming for the boys too. So many male online influencers are on a shit ton of gear and have created a really terrible expectation of the male physique and has warped the general public's expectation for what is actually achievable naturally. You're both just as bad as each other. But I don't understand, like, when did this become just accepted? Like, none of the comments are like, your filter's slipping. None of the comments here are like, your filter slipped. When did everyone just become okay with people lying about the way they look. It's the same with joke stealing. Back in the day, if someone had like even vaguely copied someone else's content, that person was dragged through the city streets. Nowadays, it's just like, it's like the other joke I saw earlier today. I'm so glad I get to see it again. But it's also then scary to think what people are actually willing to adapt to, right? So we have this whole AI thing coming in. Everyone's just like, yeah, it's really bad, but then the fight will go. And those who are willing to fight against this shit are drowned out, or they become too old, or they die, or they become irrelevant. And then it's just replaced by Zoomer brain rot idiots who are just happy to accept anything and everything because they don't respect the sanctity of anything. Oh, you know, as long as life becomes more convenient. I'm sick of being licked and kissed and spat on and put in an animal carrying case. I have been subjected to the worst shit watching this stuff, man. It's the B-52s again. Why are all the goths doing TikToks to Rock Lobster by the B-52s? I've said this before. It's because to them, it sounds like 80s goth music, doesn't it? That's what it sounds like. It sounds like 80s goth music, but it's not. It's not 80s goth music. Not to say that I care about that kind of stuff. I'm just saying it isn't, but it sounds like it is. So it's being used, and it's really weird. You can literally lead TikTok goths to believe anything at this point. We have another bedroom goth here. Very good. Being led to believe that Rock Lobster by the B-52s is the new qualifier track. If you're new here, a qualifier track is a concept that I've named which describes a song that validates the creator for the subgenre that they're presenting as. It's kind of like a communally accepted track. If you make a TikTok to this song, that means you're goth. Congratulations. You now qualify for the subculture that you've chosen today, this week. It's like, oh, no, leave them alone. They're goth. They did a dance to the B-52s on TikTok, you know, because we all agreed that that was the goth song of the month. Getting all dressed up like that just to make a TikTok, just to make content in your bedroom. What? What are you looking at? Cool. Also, comments are turned off. I was thinking about this the other day, and I was just like, man, there are groups of goth chicks like this, because there's a few of them, and they all make like group videos and stuff like that. And it's funny to me that their content doesn't even pass the Bechdel test. When you think about it, because there's no way they're not having the conversation where it's just like, what do you think boys will like the most? What if he like bounced and or licked stuff or spat at the screen or something? Man. I do like that jacket that he's got. It's quite nice. That's a nice jacket. It is nice. See, that's clean goth, ladies and gentlemen. There we go. Clean goth right there. I recently, not that jacket. I recently got myself a cotton, like a heavy cotton jacket. It's very, very nice. It's like my pride and joy at the moment. I wear it everywhere. That's real goth music right there. Considering there's no such thing as goth music, and goth music was merely just a label that was applied by fans to certain bands of certain genres that already existed, you can pretty much just cite it to anything. Because goth is and always will be gothic. It's called gothic rock. It's an adjective. And goth is a contraction, I guess, or maybe an abbreviation of gothic. It is a descriptive word. Goths listen to music that is considered gothic in sound, and that can be applied to anything that sounds gothic. Goths in ungothly places. Boy, this hasn't been done before. At least they're outside, though, I guess. Man, I miss Santa Monica Pier. It was cool. I went at night though, so like nothing was open, but it was cool being there. And now we've been physically assaulted. Jesus Christ. It's like it's like a fetish schooner dream just scrolling through the goth tag on TikTok or Instagram. Like we're being slapped by these women, spat on, licked, kissed. I think there was one that we've been sat on and stuff. And it like, you're just like, God, stop. Ah! That sure is a neat outfit. Do you know what? I miss arm warmers, man. I miss wearing those. Those were all the rage back in the day. Get your cool arm warmers. I wouldn't go anywhere without them. They were super cool. I used to have these ones from Punk Rave, but like before they had their own website. It was back on eBay when they had like an eBay store. That's all they had. It was the Little Chili Lolita Shop was what it was called on eBay, and all that stuff moved over to Punk Rave, the website years later. But back in the day, you used to get that stuff on the eBay store that they ran. That's all it was. That's what Punk Rave was back then. It was great. No one knew about it, and I just showed up with all this really cool J-Rock shit. This jacket that's here is one of them, if I can find that photo. But yeah, man, I used to go everywhere with my cool arm warmers. And then one day I just didn't put them on. And then I just stopped putting them on forever. It's crazy to think. Yeah, those arm warmers are cool. It's also a cool outfit. Perfect for going to the bathroom. What is... Do you remember what I was saying? I said in a couple of videos previously where it's just like goth chick seems to have a high amount of narcissistic females in it. And it's this kind of stuff that proves my point, where they just assume everybody just wants to observe them doing things and everyone's just obsessed. It's stuff like this. Oh, please can I observe you while you play video games? Oh, just to be in the presence of a goth female. Oh, wait till I get to work tomorrow and tell the boys. Thank you, Mommy. I'm so lucky. Alright, you got me. That's not where I thought that was going. Good. Subverted my expectations. Also, that's unique facial piercings. You very rarely see those. If you share this, you'll summon a 6-feet goth mommy with 2 cold monster whites. It's quite specific. Do you know what? Women don't know how easy they have it, man. When men sexualize themselves, when men post thirst traps, straight men, on the internet, it is universally ridiculed. It's on reaction channels, it's being reposted and clowned on all over the internet. Look at this guy posing with his jeans unbuttoned and his abs out. What a buffoon! Everyone look! This man thinks he's hot! Seriously, it's like that. And then you've got chicks that do stuff like this. And in the comments, it's just like, why is this video 2 hours long? Just witness perfection. You could be as cringe as you want, ladies, and you're not going to be universally ridiculed for putting this kind of cringe-ass shit on the internet. Men try to be sexy, though, and everyone can't get there fast enough to dunk on his ass. That song's awesome. By the way, if you guys want to listen to the music with me and have more of a perspective on what I'm actually talking about here, because sometimes I do reference the music that's being used, then if you become a member and you get access to this content early and the extended version and it's uncensored, the music's also left in. I have to remove all the music for copyright reasons in these videos. But if you're a member or a Patreon member, you get it all like unfiltered, literally. I wish we had oh no, do you know what? No, I was gonna say, I wish we had any cool graveyards around here I could just like hang out in for a little while, but we do! This one's not far from me. In fact, I went to this graveyard yesterday, because it's next to a beach. This is me being a sexy boy in a graveyard. Feel free to dunk on it. The damage that TikTok has done to music, I think, is irreparable at this point. It's irreparable. The damage that TikTok has done to the sanctity of music is irreparable. There is no way we're going to be able to fix this unbelievable disrespect that music has been subjected to over on that platform, dude. And it's not even just how music is sounding these days, because now you got artists writing music that is intended to be used on TikTok. Seriously, like, the artistic integrity of music is already barren. We didn't need AI to come in and clean up what was left of it. It was dead. Like, this is a real thing because I am a songwriter and I'm obviously trying to look into the best way to write music, or what is at least new in the songwriting world, because these things do change. And apparently, shortening your songs because of, number one, attention spans, and number two, TikTok lengths was encouraged. Shortening your songs. Don't make them so long, make them short. One intro, verse, chorus, end. You're done. Imagine! The album is already dead. Seriously, it is. No one has the attention span for a f***ing album, because thanks to Spotify and TikTok, music is just immediately accessible for free. You could just get to it and just listen to it anywhere. You don't have to do this thing where you save up and you buy an album at the end of the month, and that album was like your whole personality for 2 years. You went to the tours for this album, you got the posters and the t-shirts for these albums, and then you eagerly awaited the next release, the next album. But that's not the case anymore. Music is disposable now. You have a single that comes out and everyone's like, oh yeah! Right, next thing, what we got next? I know I've listened to that one. What we got? This one! Oh! Right, we're done. No, what's next? Oh, another one. And it's just all these songs that are like a minute long, 2 minutes long, just firing at you at all times, and you can always get to it. Who's gonna give a fuck about an album? It's like, I just listened to a song. It's like, yeah, but there's like 10 more. And it tells a story. It's like, man, how was it, an hour? I don't have that kind of time. I have brain rot to consume. I have the degeneration of my brain matter to contribute towards. Chelsea Wolfe t-shirt? Chelsea Wolfe t-shirt? I did not expect to see one of those out here. I like Chelsea Wolfe. I like that purely because of the Chelsea Wolfe t-shirt. Anyway guys, thank you so much for tuning into this video. If you would like to continue watching, I can watch a couple more TikToks together for like another 5 minutes or something, then click join, and there is already an extended version of this video ready for you to watch. You can also do it over on Patreon as well if you prefer. I've been Jake Monroe. I had a great day today because I made it a great day, and I will see all of you in the next video. Goodbye everyone.